700 kilometers per hour. That is faster than a commercial aircraft takes off. You just saw China smash a new world record. It looks like the future is already here, doesn't it? But here is the catch. This technology is 40 years old. And while you are watching this, billions of dollars are literally vanishing into thin air. Why is the fastest transport on the planet still not taking you to work? Is maglev the greatest lie in engineering history? Imagine a train with no wheels, no engine, and no contact with the ground. It sounds like science fiction, but China's maglev is already hitting 700 kilometers per hour in testing. This isn't just a fast train. It's a wingless aircraft flying inches above the track, held up by nothing but pure magnetic force. But if the technology is this flawless, why is it still a rare sight? Why aren't we traveling between cities faster than a passenger jet? Here is the real challenge. Building a maglev track is a massive investment. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars per mile. It requires specialized tracks and advanced cooling systems. But for countries like China, this isn't just a cost. It's an investment in the next century of transport. While some see these projects as expensive, others see them as the first steps toward a world without borders, a world where distance no longer exists. So, is this the end for the flying train? Or just the beginning of a revolution? China is proving that the impossible is becoming a reality right now. What do you think? Are you ready to trade your flight ticket for a seat on a high-speed, levitating shuttle? The future is moving faster than ever. And this time, it's gliding on pure innovation. Close your eyes. Imagine you are standing on a platform, but there is no sound of an engine. Only a low, rhythmic hum that vibrates in your chest. Suddenly, a flash of silver. A 600-ton machine screams past you so fast that the air itself feels like a solid wall. This isn't just transport. It's a bullet that never touches the ground. It's a fight against the laws of physics. And for the first time in history, humanity is winning. For decades, the giants of Asia have been locked in a silent war. On one side, Japan, the masters of precision, holding the world record with their legendary L0. On the other, China. They aren't just breaking records. They are building an empire of speed that connects thousands of miles in minutes. This isn't about technological supremacy anymore. It's about who will own the veins and arteries of the 21st century. Forget about crowded airports or waiting for a flight that is always late. Imagine calling an app and a sleek, silent shuttle arrives at your door. You aren't just taking a taxi. You are stepping into a machine that defies gravity. In minutes, you are gliding above the traffic, over the buildings, and straight across the border. From the heart of one city to the center of another, and the time it takes to finish your coffee. This isn't a dream for the elite. It's the new standard for everyone. Why fly through the clouds when you can glide through the streets, faster than sound? Think about this. Right now, your life is defined by where you live. But what if you could live in the mountains and work in a coastal city 500 miles away? We are talking about a world where distance is just an old-fashioned word, where 1,000 miles is nothing more than a 20-minute commute. This technology is not just changing how we move, it's changing how we exist. No more borders, no more limits. Imagine a network of these silent shuttles connecting continents, a global nervous system, moving at the speed of sound, powered by nothing but clean innovation. The era of the local is over. We are becoming a truly global civilization, and the race to build this world is just getting started. Why does this rivalry matter? Because whoever wins this race sets the standard for the entire planet. If China wins, we get a standardized global network that is affordable for every country. If Japan wins, we get the gold standard of luxury and safety. It's a battle of ideologies. Precision versus volume. Tradition versus momentum. And the prize isn't just a trophy. It's the right to build the infrastructure of the next century.
But there is a darker, more secretive side to this race. The power behind these trains is so immense that the military is watching every move. Imagine a machine capable of shooting a 1-ton sledge to 700 kilometers per hour in just 2 seconds. That isn't just a transport test. It's a weapon. China is already looking at using this exact technology to launch fighter jets from aircraft carriers. What moves commuters today could dominate the battlefield tomorrow. There is one invisible enemy that speed creates: the tunnel boom. When a maglev enters a tunnel at full speed, it acts like a giant piston, compressing the air into a massive shockwave. At the exit, it sounds like a literal explosion. To fix this, engineers had to borrow an idea from the world of firearms. They've built massive 100-meter buffers that act like a silencer on a pistol. A silencer for a train. Because the future of travel shouldn't sound like a war zone. Beyond the speed and the power, there is a hidden wall that these machines simply cannot cross: flexibility. A standard high-speed train is a team player. If the fast track ends, it can slide onto the regular rails and take you straight into the heart of the city. But a maglev? It's a prisoner of its own elite infrastructure. It requires its own unique, incredibly expensive world, and it cannot leave it, not for a single meter. You can build a masterpiece of engineering, but if it doesn't connect to the world we already have, it stays an isolated island of speed. How do you integrate a flying train into a century-old city? That is the billion-dollar question. But what if we could push this technology even further? Not by adding more power, but by removing the resistance of the world around us. Right now, engineers are testing a concept that sounds impossible: vacuum tubes. By removing 99% of the air from the track, we eliminate the final barrier to speed. Without air resistance, a maglev doesn't just move, it glides in a near-perfect void. We are talking about reaching speeds of over 1,000 kilometers per hour, right here on the ground. It's a journey that matches the speed of a jet, but with the efficiency of a light bulb. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the next logical step for a planet that refuses to slow down. We spent thousands of years measuring travel in days and weeks. Then, we moved to hours. Soon, we might stop measuring distance altogether. Think about it. When you can cross a country in the time it takes to watch a short video, the world becomes smaller. It becomes a neighborhood. But as we gain speed, what do we lose? Do we lose the beauty of the journey? Or are we finally gaining the one thing money can't buy? more time for what really matters? I want to know what you think. If you had an extra 4 hours every single day because your commute was gone, how would you spend it? Tell me your story in the comments. We are just scratching the surface of how technology is rewriting our reality. From the depth of the oceans to the edge of the solar system, we are exploring it all right here. If you enjoyed this journey, give us a like and join the Vivid community. It's the best way to support the channel and make sure you're part of the conversation. I'm Nina, and for us, the journey never truly ends. Stay curious, stay fast, and remember, to be continued.